Hey YouTube viewers, hashtag my global family. This is Dre Abeita, the YouTube academic, here with your hashtag Abeita reality dose. Today is Tuesday, October 27, 2020. And I did my community service today, you guys, and I wrinkled some brains. I talked to 12 sections of high school students. Excuse me, you guys. I'm tongue-tied, and I literally have been talking for like 5 hours on Zoom today. I was able to wrinkle the brains of 4 sections of Siembra high school students today. We talked about bias, prejudice, discrimination, and stereotypes. You guys feel bad. I kind of left out stereotypes there at the end, but I was able to weave in lessons about history and talking about capitalism, American empire, talking about our rise to the global stage post-World War II and why that happened via unique opportunities like the rest of the world being devastated, right? There's a reason that we became as powerful as we did, and that was due a lot to our late entry into World War II, right? The entire globe had been decimated through war. Africa, the Middle East, all of Europe, Asia, right? All these places had been bombed and blitzkrieged, and war had been going on for many years. The United States only had one engagement on our soil. What was that? What was that? I asked my student, and guess what? Booyah, they impressed me with their knowledge. They knew that it was Pearl Harbor, right? So we talked about how capitalism and war and divisions over resources and goods via social control of our governments have influenced our lives. And how really when we start looking about differences along class lines instead of racial lines, that we have a lot more in common with our neighbor than we think we do. What happens when we start thinking differently? I challenged my students today, and I literally told them that they had been sold a raw bag of goods, right? A soiled bag of goods. Not a raw bag. I guess that doesn't make sense. A soiled bag of goods, right? We talk about this American dream. And you know what? If you were born between 1950 and the early 1970s, you lived in a 50-year window when the American dream was actually possible. That has to do, again, with our rise of our empire during that time period and taking advantage of the global recovery after World War II. In addition to that, right, we had $120 billion invested through Federal Housing Administration loans, or FHA loans, post-World War II, that was invested deeply in white communities. Only 2% of that, $120 billion, went to families of color. That is what has literally constructed the wealth gap that we are dealing with today. That is why COVID is devastating our poor Black and brown communities as well as our poor white neighbors. We all got to get on the same page, you guys. The race war is just a distraction. We really actually have to be paying attention to the class war. Class matters. And we need to start creating collaborations and alliances and start thinking a little bit revolutionary and outside of the box to save our own damn lives. This is Dre Abeita, y'all. I'm fired up after wrinkling brains. And you know what? Maybe one of these young leaders is going to be the one who figures it out for us. I got hope, y'all. This is Dre. I'll see you later. It's cold and snowing. I need some cocoa. All right, I'll check you later.